the first 3 chapters, Paul is basically highlighting the problem of sin. And so in chapter 1, he goes after the Gentiles. And you want to keep in mind here that the church in Rome was comprised of both Jews and Gentiles trying to get along for the first time in history. And so in chapter 1, he basically says, hey, you Gentiles are sinful. And he highlights all sorts of sins like homosexuality and greed and murder and theft and all these different things that would characterize the Gentiles. But in chapter 2, he comes back and says, hey, you Jews, don't get the big head. Don't think that just because you are God's chosen people that you're off the hook. Because he says, hey, no, you guys are even more to blame. God should punish you even more because you had the advantages of having the covenants of God. You had the promises of God. You had the Old Testament prophets of God. And then you had the very word of God in the Old Testament. And so he says, before you start judging the Gentiles for what they're doing, take a look at yourself because God is also going to